Hello, Mr. Boarder. This is John with Tadlock Roofing. Just want to thank you so much for the opportunity to come out here to your beautiful home over on Devra Drive. I wanted to take you a video just to show you a couple things that I'm seeing up here. So obviously this is a 412 pitch shingle roof, and it drops down to a half 12 pitch roll roof material, which is absolutely imperative for such a low slope. But what we have here is, and I saw on the interior, your tenant was nice enough to let me inside and show me where there's some interior stains over in this area right here. So that's going to be from the transition. And the other thing that really prompted me is that this material has shrunk to the point that it has, you can see right here, these are almost skid marks, if you will, for lack of better words, from where this material has shrunk and pulled away from the edges. And you can see that there's actually ants, which are probably going into this hole right here because it's lost adhesion. We call that a fish mouth. So that's a hole, nothing stopping water from shooting up in there. And that's going on in several places. So it's going to be imperative to have this replaced while doing the shingle roof, because this transition needs to be made back solid. And the only way to do that is to tear off the shingles, tear off this roll roof, run this roll roof up well past this transition, and then shingle down on top, so you have a solid transition here and you won't have any more problems in the future. Another thing I want to point out, and I don't know if this video is going to do justice for what I'm trying to show you, but there's a tremendous sag in the plywood decking in this area right here, and could be from framing. It could be a framing deal. It could be that this truss is higher. But what it also prompts me to bring to your attention is that there's not proper attic ventilation. So what we do is we install an actual ridge vent all the way from gable end to gable end, from gable end to gable end. And right now the only means of ventilation you have is an 8-foot off ridge vent. So we're gonna absolutely multiply that several times over with the type of ventilation we're gonna give you, which is standard, and it's gonna allow the plywood and things to stay from getting too overheated, and also from too much moisture accumulating in there. Because when you get too much moisture, not proper circulation, heat can't rise, moisture builds, humidity builds. It does a number on this plywood decking. So it's going to be imperative to get you some good ridge vent on here and allow that attic to breathe like it needs to. So that's really what I wanted to bring to your attention. And oh, wow, let me bring this to your attention as well. So you can see just from the color variation, this valley has held a lot of debris for quite some time, and it is literally rotted out right here, to the point that you can tell that this is sagging. We don't want to go anywhere near this. It is absolutely decayed to the point that it will fall through. So what I'd like to do, with your permission, is to go ahead and put some temporary underlayment right here and make sure no more water gets through, so that we can slow down this this wood rot that's going on under these shingles. But you can see right there, it's pretty substantial sag all the way down to the eave right here. And also what I want to point out is that I would recommend leaving the gutter, because it is pinned through the eave metal, and I would also recommend leaving the eave metal. It's going to save you some money, and it's a functional downspout and gutter, so why not just leave it there? Just want to run that by you. Thank you again so much for the opportunity. Look forward to speaking with you soon.